Mercedes-Benz E-class 2009 to 2016. Hello everyone! Welded using extra strong steels, the body is very rigid and resists corrosion well. If when inspecting the car you find pockets of rust, turn around and leave, this means that the car was poorly restored after the accident. But the chrome trims welds and fades after a couple of years of operation. And yet, when chosen, carefully inspect the edge of the wheel arches and seals, the condition of the seams at the welding points. Check the drain holes on the shelf under the windshield. The drains are quite narrow, easily clogged with leaves, and the swamp in the engine compartment negatively affects electrical equipment. Be sure to check the operation of the hatch. This is the weak point of the E-Klasse. During operation, its guides should be periodically cleaned and lubricated. Since the repair of the sunroof and even more so the panoramic roof is expensive. In addition, the headlights sweat due to breakdowns in the ignition and control units, xenon optics fail, break, and in cold weather they easily come off, and the highlight washer nozzles and their covers are simply lost. In the cabin too, not everything is in order. The power windows, the central lock, and the washer fluid sensor are buggy. Keyless entry and climate control command multimedia system periodically fail. The most popular of the Eschke engines, the 1.8-liter Turbo 4, turned out to be the most problematic. Already at 50,000 to 80,000 km, the timing chain is strange. The process is usually accompanied by characteristic metallic sounds that become quieter as the engine warms up. And even a timely replacement will cost a lot. After all, you will have to change not only the chain with the tender damper, but also the camshaft sprockets, which are mounted together with the phase shifter fluid coupling. Castle and V6S have similar problems. The ceramic metal gear of the balance shaft wears out ahead of time, the timing chain stretches, and the whole timing goes away. The motors begin to throat, and when warmed up, a characteristic metallic rustle appears. With restyling, the design of the chain and the tender has changed, but new part rarely withstand more than 150,000 km. Against this background, the GH is practically trouble-free, but it is much more expensive to maintain and is afraid of overheating. Therefore, cleaning and flushing radiators every 2 to 3 years is a must. In the risk group, VH individual ignition coils, water pump, injection nozzles, and injection pump. After restyling in 2013, the engine was equipped with supercharging, bringing its power 407 horsepower while reducing the volume to 4.7 liters. Therefore, dealers with a common rail power system are considered optional for Mercedes, although the Force initially refused injection PAs and oils. In 2011, the Germans changed their supplier, replacing defective parts with Bosch injectors on all the machines that fell under the action, and Turbo Diesels got rid of this cartridge. We must not forget about replacing the attachment belt every 60,000 km. It can become disheveled and do a lot of trouble under the hood. And the most powerful diesel engine is almost devoid of congenital elements. It is only necessary to refuel with high-quality fuel, change oil and filters on time. But there are not so many used Eschke with such a motor in our market. There are 4 gearboxes in the E-Klasse arsenal, 6-speed mechanics, 5 and 7-bed automatic machines, as well as a 9-speed automatic transmission that appeared at the end. Mechanics unconditionally reliable and durable, that's just very rare. The 5-speed 5G-tronic was installed in 4-cylinder engines until 2011. The box cannot be called exemplary reliable. It had problems with the torque converter, however, during production many congenital flaws were corrected. Therefore, serious risks cannot be expected from her. But AKP7 turned out to be noticeably more capricious. The valve body and torque converter failed, the clutch pack wore out ahead of time, the electronic unit and the control board were buggy, the wiring overheated. In general, for the 7G-tronic, the temperature balance is extremely relevant. The 9-speed unit appeared on the E-Klasse in 2014 and has not yet managed to acquire full-fledged statistics. Although the Germans claim that they designed it taking into account all the malfunction of their predecessors. Not many complaints about the all-wheel drive transmission. It happened that the front and rear gearboxes failed, the CV joints and cutting shafts were out. The E-Klasse suspension is renowned for its comfort and durability. Moreover, on this generation, instead of a 2-lever scheme the usual MacPherson was used, it is more compact, simpler and more reliable. And the rear suspension has been seriously reworked. Now it can withstand obviously heavy loads. Most of the chassis parts without problems nosed 100,000 km and even more. True only in the case of conventional springs. but more than half of the cars are equipped with electronically controlled shock absorbers or air suspension. It differs not only in excellent smoothness of movement with minimal rolls, but also in the high cost of maintenance. For example, the replacement of pneumatic elements with body position sensors is calculated in numbers with 5 zeros. They say that on this E-Class the pneumatics have become more durable due to more radical protection against dirt and dust, at least 150,000 km use. In the steering, both a conventional hydraulic booster and an electric one were installed, and more advanced as a rule doesn't cause problems. But at the hydraulic the pump wears out rather quickly. Its resource is strongly influenced by the driving style and tire width. The rail itself serves for quite a long time, and the roads with tips do not load with breakdowns. Electronic fails after a certain mileage. An electronic lock is activated that fixes the cutting of the steering wheel. True, our colleagues learned now how to restore life to the steering shaft for only a third of this amount. As you can see, the complexity of the E-Class design turns into problems. However, not all of the above breakdowns will occur on your copy, and to minimize troubles, look for a diesel modification with the mechanics. There are many such options in Europe. If you have had such a model, share information about what and how it breaks in the comments.